If you've been in the market for some cinematic string plugins, then today I've got a really interesting one to show you that you're probably just going to pick up by the end of this video. Alright you guys, I'm not going to beat around the bush too much. I discovered a really cool instrument called Pocket Strings by the Crow Hill Company. And the best part of it, beyond just how it sounds, is the fact that it's only 10 bucks. $10. Yeah, super cheap, but don't let the price tag fool you. It does sound really good for 10 bucks. So yeah, we're going to jump into Reaper real quick. And this is Pocket Strings. And in my opinion, it's a really cool UI. I like the look of it. It's really nice. It's got this kind of schematic style vibe to it. And that really appeases me. I don't know. But you don't care about that so much. You just want to hear it. So here is your first little taste. Pretty nice. I mean, is it the most like crazy sounding string library? No, but it sounds really good. And you're only paying 10 bucks, and that's just the default sound. It's like I mean, that's really good. When I first opened this and played it, I was super impressed. But yeah, it sounds really good. And there's a bunch of really cool features in it. So I'll just kind of go over that real quick because you can see there's a lot of stuff in the UI. A lot of different knobs, a lot of different things you can change. And the best part is it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. So what you just heard right there, I'll start with kind of the biggest important part, is you heard the longs, the sustains. But you also have two other articulations. You've got shorts here. Right? Right? So nice little shorts that you got. Really cool stuff. And then you've also got a pluck articulation, like a pizzicato. And I just heard that. I didn't realize that. Nice. If you hit the velocity hard enough, there's like a what's it called? It's called collegno, where they kind of use like the wood of the bow to add a percussive click to the string. That's cool. I like that. So to me, that's actually another articulation. I wonder if there's anything else in the shorts like that. I don't think so. It's probably just the plucky. And in the long, nothing but the pluck. Nice. Adds a little bit of a percussive thing to it. So that's really cool. I really like that. Now, right below that, you've got this kind of XY pad in a way that kind of changes your sound. And earlier I said that there was a bit of cool features in this, and that's because you can see you've got orchestral, epic, analog, and vintage synth. So this is not just a string library. There's other sounds in it as well. So we've got the typical orchestral string sound, but we go over here to epic analog. nice, right? That's really cool. But you also got vintage synth. So you essentially get 3 different instruments in this plugin. But also, don't let it fool you either. It's not just those 3 little sections. You can blend. You can blend. So really cool. And actually, I wonder what the other... Let's see shorts and epic analog. Oh, I didn't even realize that part. I didn't even realize that when I was messing with it. I only just focused on the sustains with all these. That's awesome. What about plucks? What do those sound like in epic analog? They still have the Collegno thing in it. It's funny. That's awesome. I didn't even know that. Awesome. I didn't even think about the other articulation. So that's something new I discovered here with you right now. I love that. So anyways, moving on from my blabberingness, you've also got this bass section knob here that turns on just a lower octave with the cellos, because by default, I believe... Yeah, okay. So by default, this is your lowest note on the cello. But if you turn the bass on, it throws an octave lower. So that you have some bass, right? So it just adds a little bit of extra in there so that you can be a little more full sounding. It's subtle, but it's in there, and it adds a little more fullness if that's what you're looking for. Now, right below that, you've got this kind of modulation section here that helps your sounds breathe a little bit. So just by default, if you're holding a chord like a pad, it's just kind of through and through, unless you mess with the dynamics yourself with your mod wheel, of which mine is not working. There we go. Right? So you mess with the dynamics yourself if that's the way you want to go. Or you can kind of mess with these and use these different shapes that kind of help your sound breathe a little bit. And these are just different ways that it does it. It's more of like a wavy thing, and then this is a little more of a jagged wavy thing. Just to give some motion, I guess, to your strings. And then right above that, you can see bars per shape. You can change the bars and stretch out those shapes so it's not so quick like you heard in the waves. So if I do the craziest one, but change it to 4 bars per shape, it's not such a weird wavy sound. So it gives some life. And then you can go to the first one, which is the longest breath. So that's really cool. It helps kind of give some motion in life and make it a little more automated for you, so you don't have to worry about it yourself with a jog wheel or automation or anything. It's a really cool, nice feature, I think. And then over here, this is the big wheel section here. This outer ring is your dynamics, right? So I'll turn this modulation thing off. So you got your dynamics here. Right? And then the center ring is just, I think, volume. So your velocity. So all the way off. All the way up. So typical dynamic and volume controls there. Really nice to have. The low dynamics are nice too. And then, you know, full blown. It's nice, and it does kind of change the tone of the strings a little bit. But it's just, again, it's nice to have. It's very typical, but it's nice to have. And then down here, you've got these two knobs here with glass and chamber, right? So this is your reverb, the chamber section here. And then glass is this interesting effect that, so if I turn it off, and I turn up the, let's see, this is what it sounds without it. If I turn it on, not too different yet, but adds this interesting texture. So off, and I'll turn it off and on. So you can more easily hear what it sounds like. So it's adding something nice in there, and that's good for mixing and maybe just changing the tonality of the strings themselves to fit better in a larger mix context. It's nice to have. It's a cool effect, and it's definitely useful. But then you've obviously got your reverb, but that's dry, chamber on. Got some room in there, but you can mess with all of it. Give you some nice like room ambience, or you can switch between chamber and hall. There's splosh, glisten. Sounds like it adds some like nice little sparkly echoes in there, and then you're back to chamber. So you got chamber, hall, splash, and glisten. Glisten's cool. See how long it goes? So you got some really neat options in here to really just like transform your sound. And it's pretty great. Honestly, for a tiny $10 plugin, there's so much in this. And then here we go. You got some presets as well. If you don't want to sit here and try to craft your own sound. So you got a handful here. A tad vintage. What else do we got? A taste of Tosto. Like Sol Tosto, maybe? Ain't that swell? So a nice little swell preset. Game show. I guess this is game show. That's cool. Play hard. Yep, interesting. Plucked, very basic. Rise to the occasion. Short and sweet. Cool. Sparkly when suits. Like a Stranger Things kind of vibe, I guess. Subdued action. That makes me think of like a... Forgive me, I'm not a keyboard or pianist or anything. My key playing abilities are very limited. That's cinema. Yeah. And I think that's it. Yeah. So then we're back to default. And that's my favorite sound. Obviously, the sustained long pads, which is what I would use this probably mostly for, but with the fact that you have all of this customization with the glass features and the different reverb and chamber stuff, the way you can make your sound breathe over time with like the automatic oscillation there with the modulation, and that you can blend the sound with some synthy and analog orchestral sounds, and you've got the 3 articulations. You could honestly write a bunch of string parts for a piece with just this plugin. Now, is it going to be like the end-all be-all string library that you use for like a final product? Maybe for you, but like if you're a pro level, maybe not. But this could fit somewhere and blend with other instruments and stuff and be a nice addition. But the way that I think about it is if you're like a media composer and you're trying to write something quick or get some ideas down, this is like grabbing your sketchbook, right? This is like grabbing a sketchbook and your pencil and like sketching something out that's not necessarily final, but you're just like doodling with strings. And this is a really good way to do it because you have the longs, the shorts, and the plucks, and the different sounds. You can kind of get into a vibe with it. And then there's presets too if you don't really want to mess with settings super in depth. So you could just kind of write what you need to write really fast as a reference just to sketch out the piece. And then once you have it like rough drafted, you could go in and use your favorite stringed instruments of choice or even this. So I view it as a nice like sketching tool. And I'll probably throw it in some pieces and some music at some point because it does sound good for $10. Like really it does. Do I have better libraries? Yes. Symphonic Destruction is still my go-to string library, but this is just a phenomenal deal for $10, and you'd be crazy not to pick it up because it doesn't take much to run it. It's really good. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. Thank you for watching this. I will leave a link for this down in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay metal, my friends. Don't forget to subscribe.